Hi, good morning. My name is Christopher Schuck, and I work in the Joint Physics and Engineering Lab using molecular beam epitaxy, or MBE for short. Now, MBE is a system used to create state-of-the-art semiconductor materials with creative control down to the atomic scale. And using an entirely new method, our lab can create tiny nanoparticles called quantum dots in a completely new way, which is promised to improve the efficiency and viability of a host of technologies, from solar cells and lasers to quantum computing and quantum encryption systems. So what exactly is MBE? We have molecules or atoms, which we shoot in a beam or in a straight line for an epitaxial or single layer growth. So it's kind of like spray painting atoms, one atomic layer at a time. We could also say it's like making a cake, because we have these ingredients that are extremely pure elements of the kind used in high-end electronics, which we heat or cook in fusion cells, which have really fast shutters above them, and that determines when and for how long our ingredients are grown on the central substrate there. And this is all done in an ultra-high vacuum chamber, which has less air in it than outer space. So the purity and precision this provides lets us do a number of things, from creating a block of the same atoms, all perfectly aligned in a grid, to billions of atoms across, to changing the atoms per atomic layer over and over again. So you can create sort of a nanoscale layer cake. Or we can do strain in certain layers, which will cause atomic clusters to form, and now it's like adding M&Ms to our nanoscale layer cake, which, for better or for worse, is the only part of this talk my daughter was interested in. But the thing is, comparing these atomic clusters to M&Ms is like comparing M&Ms to the size of the entire United States. So they're very small, so small that they obey quantum mechanical laws. Those are called quantum dots. And in general, what quantum dots do is they can interconvert light and electricity. So you can send electricity through a bunch of quantum dots, and they'll turn into light of a specific wavelength, say a really pure green, like that. And then you have a laser. Or you can reverse the process and shine light, say sunlight for example, on these quantum dots. They turn that to electricity, and they have a solar cell. That simple. But beyond that, because they obey quantum mechanics, physics says they can do some really amazing and strange things, like superposition and entanglement. But that basically means we can create quantum computers that would allow your laptop to do things that would normally take it years, in mere seconds. So save you a lot of time staring at loading screens. Or we can do quantum encryption systems, which will allow information to be sent which is unhackable, per the laws of physics. Which have huge implications to governments and corporations, to things like your credit card number when it's sent online. Now the thing is, these sound kind of like science fiction, but these systems are already being made and tested at small scales. The problem is they're very sensitive and difficult to make. For example, the strain we use to make these quantum dots also causes defects in the materials, and researchers around the world have been racing to solve this very problem. And here's the part I'm most excited about. Right here at Boise State University, we have a method that's already been used and verified to make these quantum dots more consistent and with less defects than any other method to date. So in summary, my name is Christopher Schuck, and my research is to use molecular beam epitaxy to make quantum dots in a new and improved way to improve several cutting-edge technologies and therefore the world. Thank you.